There's a way to. Let them get shots here. Well, that one took. This took right away here, Brad. Yeah.
So you're streaming on that now?
Yeah. Nobody's on because nobody has this. Nobody has the link unless there's unless they get the notification. So maybe I'll just mute it until.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, welcome our one viewer to the live stream. We've had some technical difficulties getting our main feed to work, so we're working off of the iPhone here. We're in the this is the second quarter we're in, and Oregon's up 4-3 at the moment. Nice save by Brant Hunt, and we got another flag down here. I'm not sure what this one's for. What would they call slash on black, I think. Sorry for the shaky camera here, but we're making do with what we got. So Oregon is a player up after the lightning slash. So Oregon working their offense, bringing it around. Tries to dump it down in front of the crease. Can't get it to go. The follow-up is way off the mark. Oregon has it here in the near corner. Now they get it back up top. Here's number 1 for Oregon. Score is 4-3. Oregon is on top. Lightning trying to stay with their players. There's a shot attempt, saved by Hunt. That one rolls out of bounds, and Oregon was closest to it, so they will retain possession. Now we've got back to full strength here, and that's the end of the quarter. So at halftime, our score is Oregon 4, Crosse Lightning 3. We're going to go on mute and just leave the camera here for a bit. We'll be back for the start of the second half. But okay. All right, we're back for the continuation of play. We've got Jax Henderson, number 2, trying to corral the ball, but he's going to get pushed from the back, so it's going to be Lightning ball. So Lightning get the early possession at this end of the field. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. Our normal YouTube link is not working. So we're trying to do the best we can here with limited technology. This is dumped down. Oregon with a great chance here. There's a shot attempt, goes wide. Boy, Oregon missed a golden opportunity there. They had a 2-on-1. And we had a point blank shot, but just the ball got hung up in the cross a little bit and went wide. So Hunt will start the action and gets it off to Ellis, number 11, senior from Central. Gets it to Kay, who gets it to Seehafer. Seehafer working up through the traffic, and now gets it to Viela. There they got the touch. Once they cross the midfield stripe, they have 10 seconds to get it into that attack zone. Once they're in that goalie box, they can pull it back out, but you got to get a touch. And Oregon gets the turnover, coming back the other way. Viela giving chase over there, number 13 on the far side. He'll substitute off. Ellis barking out signals to his teammates. There's a shot attempt. That one's wide. You guys know who is number 10? Is that Zach? Who's number 10 today? Okay, ball's down in the X. Oh, that ball got poked away. That's going to be goalie interference. Goalie was in the crease, fully in the crease with the ball, and contact was made. So Lightning will be able to advance this all the way across the midfield stripe. Call that a free clear. They can assess the penalty time for a goalie interference, but when it's incidental like that, most times they'll just do the free clear. This ball's to Viam on the far wing. He tries to work around one, but we've got, I believe, a moving screen called. Moving screen, I believe, called on the Lightning. Yeah, interference. Interference, which means the player interfered with Oregon's ability to move freely towards the ball. So good hustle over there by Oregon to keep that ball in play. Oregon wheels it down to the X position, now back up to the far wing.
Go Lightning!
There's a shot attempt, saved by Hunt. A little late contact there, but nothing called. Now Ellis will look to clear this ball. Gets it over to Horman. Ellis working through traffic. Oh, we're going to be offsides, though. A little late seeing that, I think. In any case, Oregon's got the ball, and they're going to come back the other way. There's Hackbarth, number 9. Trying to slow down Oregon. Panthers take a moment to collect themselves. And here comes Panther dodge from the X. Tries to get it to the weak side. He was open over there, but it's tough angle to get it around Hunt. So Lightning will have this ball in the near alley, looking to clear it. This is K. That ball's loose. Hackbarth couldn't handle it. Turnover. Good defense by Seahafer to knock it loose. Now they got to get the ground ball. Some sticks are flying. That ball's up. Viam's got it. And now Lightning are going to push a little bit. Nope. Coaching staff for the Lightning calling yellow, wanting them to slow things down a little bit. Viam gets around one, though. Tries the little dump over to the side to Hendrickson, but pass is high. Our score is still 4-3. Oregon on top. Oregon looking to dodge Adams comes way out on him up top. Now Viela, he's going to get called for a big cross check in the back. Here's a shot attempt up high and wide. So we're going to get the penalty. Oh, we're going to get a second penalty called now. I'm assuming this will be 2 against the Lightning. 1 was clearly the Viela cross check. And I think we've also got an illegal body check on, I believe that was Seehafer, number 12. No, I'm sorry, that's on number 10. That is, I believe, Zach Adams. So Lightning have 2 sitting. I believe both are for 1-minute penalties. So Lightning in a tough spot here. There's one off the bar. Lightning in a tough spot here, down 2 players. Oregon will have lots of chances here. Hopefully the Lightning can maybe get a turnover or maybe an unforced error. There's the unforced error. Now they need to run some clock. Ellis will roll it back to Hunt. Hunt will move it ahead, trying to get it upfield to one of his attackmen and let them fight for it. Hopefully burn some clock. Oregon gets it back, though. They'll have another chance here, being up 2 players. Oregon gets it down into the X position. Now the ball wheels around up top, dumps it down to that mid area. We've seen that play a couple times from Oregon, where they'll roll it up top and then look for kind of that little dump into that middle, in that intermediate space. He's not setting up right on top of the crease. He's kind of setting up, maybe 12 yards out, and just catching and turning and shooting in that position. It worked for a goal earlier. There's a cutter, missed him. There's a push in the back, and it will get back to Hunt. Okay, so the push is called. And the Lightning have been able to kill this penalty. So a remarkable job there by the Lightning to kill the 2-player advantage. Those are near automatic goals for the other team when you get 2 players up. So Lightning, good job killing that penalty. And there's another push. So another loose ball push. That one, Hendrickson got hand in the back on that one. This is Gerke up top, number 30. Gerke looking, gets it back over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson's shot is affected by number 19. Number 19 did a good job getting his cross on Hendrickson's cross. Ball loose on the far side. Number 3 picks it up, flings it forward. Ball is still loose, and I think it goes out of bounds. Not sure. A lot of action over there. And it's going to be called for the Lightning. Ball is up top. This is CJK. CJK playing a lot with a short stick today. Normally wielding the 6-foot stick, but today playing a lot of midfield with the shorty. So a little lineup change for the Lightning. VM on the far side. He'll walk it down to the X. VM looking. Now VM directing some traffic. Wants Seehafer, Robbie Seehafer, to clear out. VM will go to work. Draws, here comes the slide coming. Back and forth he goes. Draws 2. Trying to get around 2.
He doesn't want to pass.
Guys, don't leave him.
Now he finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson shot and score! Hendrickson in the right place to take that pass from VM and put it home. Boy, Lightning really had him chasing there for a bit, and they were able to find Hendrickson on the opposite side, and he was able to get a shot off. He did have a player in front of him, but just able to weave it through that defender and the goalie to get the Lightning another goal on the board. So that will tie it up, or yeah, I think we're tied up at 4-4. Yes. So 4-4. Tie game here between the Crosse Lightning and the Oregon Panthers. A lot of big collision there and a goal for Oregon. So they won that faceoff and just brought it straight downhill and fired it in and for the score. A lot of traffic in front of the goal that time. That ball got through there. We've got a penalty called though on number 32. I think that is
16.
I think 32 is actually Luke Adams, I believe, today.
Two penalties or one? There's two guys down.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had the...
Did they call off the goal? No, they...
So I believe Oregon's up 5-4 now. And the Lightning have 2 in the box. So the penalty previously was locked in. So that will stay in effect. And then they picked up another one on that last score. So Lightning trying to kill another 2-player advantage situation for Oregon. They did it before, but it's a tall task. So Oregon taking their time, getting things set up. Defending out there is Oliver Jarman. Jared Ellis, here's a shot attempt. That one's wide. We've also got Hackbarth and Zach Adams and JT Horman are the 5, what's now 5. So one of the penalties expired. They're back to 5. One still a player down. There's a awful pass there. That one's going to roll out of bounds. So that's a gift to the Lightning there on that unforced error. Gets the Lightning ball back. And they are Lightning a player down. There should be tons of pressure here on the ball, but there is not. And an easy advance being a player down for the Lightning. So good work by them to take advantage of what must be some miscommunication there on that ride by Oregon. So we got a timeout called by Lightning just to get things settled. As they will retain, they'll have the ball when we get back, but they will be down a player still. They got one still in the penalty box. Score is 5-4, Oregon on top.
That's what I thought. I guess because all the timeouts and pauses. Right.
So we're here, and like I mentioned earlier, but we did have some technical difficulties with our regular feed. We do have we are videotaping it. Should be some better quality than what this is. That will get posted to the YouTube channel probably on Monday. So if you want to see some of the earlier action, you'll be able to do that. But we're here at the Badger Invite, which is, like I said, one of my favorite events of the year, where they've got we've got a number of teams here. All participating. All teams are getting 2 games in today. WIAA sanctioned games. great opportunity just to see the lacrosse community come together and have a fun day of it. So here's the Lightning. They're going to start VM on the far side. He's going to get the double team right away, as Oregon does have that extra man to really try to hound the ball carrier. And VM looks like he's going to just try to run circles here until they wind this penalty timeout. He gives it up to Seehafer. Seehafer also very adept at running out penalties.
Killing the penalty. Go.
You got him.
Seehafer, no problem so far.
Stay with him, Henry.
This is Charlie Seehafer. Gets a pick from his younger brother, Robbie. But Seehafer's, Charlie's still down in the X. Now the second one's trying to chase him. We still got, now Charlie's getting into a little traffic. He loses the ball. Oregon picks it up. So that was a good effort there by the Lightning. They probably shaved about a minute off of the clock of the penalty, and we are back to full strength now. So great job by them to get back to full strength with minimal damage. When Oregon went up 5-4, Lightning had 2 players in the box at that point, and Lightning come away unscathed. So excellent special teams work here by the Lightning to kill a couple big-time penalties.
I know, that's kind of what I was thinking it happened. She said it was weird to like rip it. Big one here, but otherwise, and it's just like
All right, so as the referees signal the end of that timeout, team's starting to get back into their positions. We're going to do the rest of this game with this feed. We will try our normal feed again later, but we're struggling a little bit here with either some poor internet connection or something. So, all right, ball's on the far side. This is Seehafer. Charlie Seehafer gets it up top to CJK. CJK gets it over to Robbie Seehafer. Now down to the X. That's VM number 3. Back to I'm sorry, that's Hendrickson in the X. Hendrickson tries to get a pass. This is going to stay in bounds. Seehafer giving chase. He's got it. Now gets it to VM up top.
12-3. Stay on him,
VM trying to work around. Draws a penalty. Didn't really see anything there that was worth calling a penalty, but maybe from the other angle there was something there.
What a show.
I don't know, maybe he got him across the face mask a little bit, perhaps. I don't know. So with the call, number 3 will head to the sideline. Didn't really get to see what the signal was on that, but in any case, don't know if that was a 1 minute or a 30-second or what it was. 1 minute. 1 minute, I'm being told. Thank you, Brad. This is Hendrickson. Nice catch by Hendrickson. Oh, shot. It was a good-looking shot, but just went wide. Missed by inches. Nice catch by Hendrickson there on the run. And then got off a nice shot. Lightning retained possession. This is VM will try one. That's a high shot that sails over the top. Stays with Lightning. Robbie Seehafer back there will start action from the X.
No shot.
Ooh. That ball's gonna roll and stay in, but VM's there. And that is gonna be the end of the quarter. So that will take us to our halftime. Our score right now, Oregon 5, Lightning 4. And we'll take a little break here. We'll leave this stream going, and we'll be back after the teams finish their halftime. that part of it. Okay, third quarter about to get underway.
Let's go, Lightning!
This is Zach Adams, number 10, facing off. Zach not wearing his normal 45. He's wearing 10 out there today. This bounces over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson playing a lot of midfield today as well. We talked about Kay kind of getting some midfield reps. This is Hendrickson as well. So this is Viam. Gets it up top to Charlie Seehaver. Swings it over to the aforementioned Kay. Moving the ball around the defense. Viam will try a shot. That was well off the mark. Missed badly there. But the ball is going to be awarded to the Lightning. Good hustle over there by the goalie, number 12 for Oregon. There's a shot by, save. Nice save by, I apologize, I forgot the goalie's name. I don't have the roster in front of me.
Oh, come on.
Kay pushing, made contact with that player who was on the ground. He's going to get called for the push. So Kay will take a seat. So the Lightning will be down a player. Okay, I think they're going to call that a push with possession, so that may only be a 30-second penalty. We'll find out. But in any case, Lightning down a player. We've got Harmon defending up top. There's a shot. That one goes wide. And there was nobody back there for Oregon, so Lightning are going to get this ball. A lot of times you'll see teams when they're a player up, they'll have somebody back behind there in the X, so they ensure that they retain possession. Did you get the recording going again? Okay.
Go.
Hunt looking for somebody to get it to. Does find Kay over there, so nice job, Lightning, to get this clear. Which is tough to do when the other team's got an extra player out there. But I think we're back to even strength now. Gets it down to Robbie Seehafer in the X. Now over to Hendrickson. Charlie Seehafer up top. He'll try to get a shot off, but didn't come out cleanly. And Johnny Gerke, number 30, is there to scoop it up for the Lightning. Ground ball for Gerke. Keeping possession here for the Lightning. Gerke trying to get around 3, draws a slide. Now passes it to Hendrickson. Lightning moving the ball around, trying to find a crease. Looking for, here's Hendrickson coming down, draws 2. Ball's loose, Viam's over here. He'll get it. Right along the sideline. Ball's loose. Nice stick play there by Oregon's defense. Oregon's defense didn't allow much to happen there for the Lightning. Big collision there. That's could be a ward call.
Gotta be a ward call.
But yeah, tempers are kind of flaring a little bit on the opposite side in front of their benches. I think we're going to cross-check, 2-minute cross-check that's locked in. So that will be called on, I believe Robbie Seehafer is going to get called. 2-minute cross-check, locked in. So locked in means even if Oregon scores, Robbie will have to sit his full 2 minutes. Oregon works it around top. Luke Adams, number 16, defending with D-pole on the top side. Oregon trying to get something moving here. It's 5-4. Oregon in front. There's a pass in front of the crease. That one's loose. Ellis comes away with it. Ellis works it up, gets it over to his goalie, Hunt. Hunt will flip it over here to Horman. Horman with a lot of space in front of him. He's going to take it, and then he's going to try to get it. Nice play by Horman to walk that ball up, draw the defense, and then get it to Kay. Viela. He's got 3 on him, but he still has it. Viela is going to try a shot. That one's deflected. Oh, a little slip there by Mickelson. Kay with the push. Kay's going to get a loose ball push. Loose ball push called on Kay. No penalty time assessed there, but it will be Oregon's ball. Lightning still a player down. Here's a shot attempt, and that one's finds the net. So Oregon goes up 6-4. Oregon with a nice shot there that got through the man-down defense of the Lightning. Lightning will remain man-down, though. That penalty's still locked in. Six to 4 now. We're in the third quarter. This is Zach Adams facing off number 10. Lightning without a wing here on this near side. There's a procedure call against Oregon. So Lightning will get this penalty. There's a big collision. That one's going to go against Oregon. Big collision over there. I think I might have got a little helmet-to-helmet going on as well. Looks like both players kind of initiated some contact, but the Oregon player is going to get the call against him. So, yeah, that's going to be a 2-minute locked-in penalty on them. That was illegal contact to the head, or I'm not sure how they call that. And then I think there's another 30-second penalty that's got applied. Maybe might have been a... Not sure. The 30-second penalty might have been on the sideline, perhaps. In any case, there's only one player taking a knee for Oregon. A little hard to know. I think
they gave him a 2 minute and a 30-second or something.
Yeah. I think we've got 2 minutes definitely called on 20 for the head contact. That one's locked in. And then there's another 30-second penalty for some sort of conduct penalty, I would imagine. So both teams down a player, even strength, but both teams down a player. A lot of open space with 2 less players on the field, 1 from each side. We'll see if Lightning can take advantage of this space. See if they're thought about lining up for a shot. Gets it to Kay. Kay bouncer goes over the top. Lightning retain possession. Here comes Lightning player. We're back to full strength. So Lightning will be up a player for about a minute and a half. Locked in. But actually a minute and a half plus another 30. So they got about 2 minutes to work with here. VM tries to come around, gets tripped and scores. VM with a nifty move, put the fake on the deep hole, got him going one direction and came around the other way. All deep hole could do is get his stick in front of Grayson's legs and draws a penalty for that, and Grayson's VM puts it away. They're gonna wave that flag off though. The trip gets waved off. So Lightning get one back. 6-5 now. Oregon's still down a player. Player still locked in the penalty box. Another chance for Lightning if they can get this ball. This ball rolls all the way down into the nice stick check by Kay to force that turnover. Hackbarth has it, but he gets it knocked away. Ball is loose in front of the goal. Dumps it off. Here's a chance for Oregon. Oregon puts it home. Oregon gets the man down goal. Heartbreaker for the Lightning. They couldn't keep possession of that ball. Oregon was able to corral the loose ball and get a fortuitous shot attempt there, and they make the most of it. Oregon's still down a player, but now up 7-5 on the scoreboard. And we're going to have a ward call. So ward means that the Oregon player used his offhand to push off and create some space. And the ward is called, so Lightning have this ball, still up a player. Gets it to Viam. Viam trying to work around again. He saved by goalie. Nice save there. And now Seehafer with a big turnover right to Viam. Viam trying to get around 19. 19 staying right in front of him. Gets it up to Seehafer. Seehafer with a lot of space, but shots off the mark. And that ball's going to roll out of bounds, and Oregon's there. So good hustle by Oregon to get that ball back. Lightning still with a player advantage. That pass is off the mark. It's going to roll out of bounds. I think it's going to be called Lightning ball. It is. Charlie Seehafer will have the ball. He'll get it off to his goalie, Hunt, to start this clear. We're still up by a player. Penalty time's got to be winding down, though, on Oregon, so this might be about the last possession Lightning have. And they are back to full strength. Okay, all even now. Oh, shot saved by the goalie. Wow. Nice feed from Hendrickson all the way across the field to Viam. Viam had the top bar in his sights, but goalie just got a tip of his cross on it to push it above the goal. Okay, number 7. He'll try a long shot. That one's saved by the goalie, number 12. The ball's up. And everyone a little confused. That was an easy goal for Oregon. I think there was a loud whistle coming from the field next to us here, and I think it caught a couple people off guard. Jared Ellis was yelling, other field, but not everyone realized that whistle was not for this field. So Oregon gets an easy one there to make it 8-5. Everyone's at full strength, 8-5 now. Oregon on top. Nice win by Adams. Zach Adams gets that ball, trying to get it off to CJK. CJ hustling for it, but just not quite, just out of his reach. So Oregon with an 8-5 lead here in the third quarter. Oregon's got it in the X, defended by Horman down there. There's a Oh, a nice opportunity for Oregon. Quick pass in front of the crease. Hunt had it covered well, but thankfully the pass was just wide. I'm sorry, the shot was just wide. This is Hackbarth now on the near side, defending against the alley. Ball's up top. Oregon looking to dodge from that position. They draw two. He gets around two. There's a shot and a score. Lightning had the two players on him, but boy, both of them got on the same shoulder, and Oregon was just able to spin out of that. Weren't able to get one on each side to really clamp them down. So Oregon with a couple quick ones here now make it 9-5. Lightning gotta get some momentum back. They had kind of fought back to get this game to 6-5, but now 3 unanswered by Oregon to push their lead. Adams get a little tangled there on the face-off. He'll bring it all the way back into his own goalie box, still retreating, trying to look for a space to get free. Is able to trickle it to Hunt, and we'll start to clear from there. Got to hurry up, though. We spent they got 30 seconds here to get it across the line. And that ball is pushed up ahead. Hendrickson over there fighting for it, along with, I believe that's Sam Brown. No, I'm sorry, that's Viela on the far sideline, number 13. Okay, he'll get the touch. Okay, still coming. Pulls 2. Pops it back out. Viam looking. Splits a pair. Tries a shot and it goes. Little bouncer to the top shelf. Viam able to work through the initial 2. We're able to bounce one on over the top. Just what the Lightning needed to try to stem that 3-0 run by the Panthers. That narrows that cuts away a bit at the Panther lead. It's now 9-6. Still got plenty of work to do. This is Adams going to face off in the center. We got Hendrickson on one wing, Luke Adams on the other wing. Hendrickson comes away with the ground ball, gets the possession, but draws a crowd here down in his own goalie box.
Scoop it, guys, get low!
These midfielders, a couple times here, trying to get that face-off win. They've kind of carried that ball down into the Lions' den down there, where there's a whole bunch of extra defenders. Maybe I should call it the Panther Den. Got a chuckle out of Brad on that one, so I'll take that as a victory. Viam dumps it down to Robbie Seehafer, tries a little wraparound, but quickly closed by number 20 for Panthers, affected that shot. Good recovery there by 20, covering a lot of ground on that side. Hendrickson, he tries to draw. Viam with a shot, save. And the Black with a good play over there. That ball rolled out of bounds, but they were closest to it. They were basically right over the top of it. Lightning try to put their ride on. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. And here we get the restart. Seaver gets it to K. Over to Hendrickson on the far side. Viola comes on. Kay's going to try a long one. That one's off the mark. Robbie Seehafer's back there. Robbie was nearest to it when it went out of bounds, so they'll restart the action from there. VM tries up top. Seehafer, he'll try a big one. Gets affected, I believe, by the defender in front of him. Big bouncer up front. Tries to bat it out of the way. Ellis is there to keep it out of the crease. Ooh, Ellis in the right place at the right time. And that ball's going to trickle out. Just came out of Ellis's cross as he was trying to launch one. And it's going to go to the Panthers. Panthers up 9-6. A little confusion. Some substitutions coming on. There's a shot, and that's one on the side of the goal. I saw the net shake, and I was a little worried there, but no, that one was on the outside. There's a broken stick by Hendrickson. And that will be the end of our third quarter. Spirited game so far. Couple broken sticks, several penalties, but a lot of hustle. Start of the fourth quarter. Oregon with the lead. 9-6 over the Lightning. Teams switch sides. Lightning in the white, Oregon in the black. The face off, still loose. Looked like Oregon was thinking should have been an interference or something. There's a flag down. It looked like a big push in the back. We'll see if they call this as a push or a cross check or what. Cross check, 1 minute. So cross check called on, I think it's called on Adams. Zach Adams will take a seat for a minute as Lightning try to get this ball back. Down a player. We've got Ellis, Jungman, Kay, Horman, and one other out there. Hackbarth. There's a shot attempt. That's off the mark. So those 5 Lightning defenders will try to keep Hunt clean. Ball on the far side. There's a shot attempt off the side of the net. Rolls out of bounds, and this will be Oregon's ball. Lightning down a player. Ball top, another shot, another save by Hunt. Oregon still with the ball. Lightning trying desperately to get possession. Now we're back to full strength. VM comes over from the offensive end. Full strength. Oregon up 9-6. Lightning trying to put a little pressure. Oregon in no hurry here. Up 3 goals in the fourth quarter. Here's a cutter. Here's a chance. That one goes just wide. I think Hunt got a piece of that one. Nice play. Hunt had to kind of work from the near post. Had to work back to the far post. Tough reach for him, but he's able to deflect that. And we've got a player a little shaken up here as they check on number 3 for Oregon. It's like he's able to get up and walk off under his own power. It's good to see. So Oregon will get a player on for number 3 as he gets attended to. Hopefully he's all right. Oregon will restart in the near alley. Left side of your screen. This is Ellis back there. Works around Ellis, gets a flag. And that ball, we're going to get a stoppage here as they assess Ellis for... He tried that little kind of wrap around... I don't know, these deep holes, they got names for all sorts of little plays they have. I don't know if he was trying to, that's called a can opener or whatever it's called, but as he did, he made contact with the player's helmet. Pretty clear. Referee's trying to talk this over, trying to see what severity that requires. It's going to be called a slash, a locked in 1 minute penalty by the looks of it. Got him in the neck, I think, is what ended up happening. So Ellis will take a seat, lightning down a player. Oregon trying to work it around. Kind of unnecessary fancy pass there. But Horman comes out to pressure. Now he scoots back. Nice, good heads up play by him, staying in position. Don't want to chase too much when you're down a player. You need all 5 packed in around Hunt. There's a cutter to the weak side. Not misplayed. Here's a gobbled up, big body check to knock that ball loose. Good play by Oregon to get the ball back. Oregon just not always clean on some of these power play opportunities. Lightning have been able to kill a number of them. And they're able to kill another one. And Lightning have certainly done their part on some of the power play kills, but also Oregon has just not looked clean at times when they've been up a player. There's a shot attempt. That one's wide. Everything's back to full strength. This is Jarman defending in the X. Number 35 pushes them to the far side. There's a shot opportunity. Oh, might have went off of either Hackbarth's ankle or Hunt's ankle. And rolls out of bounds, and they're going to award that to Lightning. So Lightning with a chance. They're down 9-6. Need to get some things going. Oregon with took a lot of time on that last possession. Here comes Kay. He'll come across. And we've got an offsides. Should be called offsides. Now it is. No, they got the offsides call before the Lightning bench could call timeout. Kay came across, and it only left 2 defenders on this end, on the defensive end of the field. So Oregon with the ball again with a chance to burn some more clock in this fourth quarter. Pace of the game is kind of slowed down a little bit. Certainly that goes in favor of Oregon at this point. Lightning may have to extend a little pressure. This is Horman. Back behind the goal, defending number 1. Little slide by Ellis. Hands Horman off. Horman, number 4, defending. Not a lot of pressure. Oregon moving it around. Now it's up top. Tries to dump it down to 29. 29 catches. Horman closes. Now he flips. Flips it back to the other player in the X for Oregon. There's a shot attempt off of Hunt and off the post. Nice save by Hunt. That ball's loose. And we've got a timeout called by the Lightning. So quick timeout called by the Lightning as they did get possession. So they're going to try to advance this thing quickly as they are trailing 6-9.
I heard we're gonna have
You know, they're warmed up.
We'll be all energized for prom.
Okay, after a quick timeout, we are back. Lightning called the timeout while they had possession way down here on their defensive end of the field. So Ellis will have it and gets it all the way across the field to Luke Adams. Luke Adams tries to get it up. It's nearly intercepted, but Kay does come up with it. And we've got a flag down. Might be offsides, I believe, called on Oregon. So Oregon playing with an extra defender now. Lightning will take this Lightning should really probably try to get a shot off quickly. You don't want to take too much time trying to bust through a 7-player defense when time is something that's valuable to you right now.
Another flag.
And now we're going to get a stoppage.
Flags.
And we've got a conduct foul called, so they stopped play because the second flag went down. So once that second flag went down, then they stop action. We got a conduct call against number 11. And there was a lot of hand waving over there, and I wasn't sure what all of it was, to be honest. But I believe the initial one was offsides. And then we've got a conduct call on number 11. I think he got hit with a locked-in 2-minute, I think. It didn't show locked in, so maybe it was just a 2-minute conduct, which is a big one. I could be wrong, though. There was a lot of hand waving over there. K with a shot. That one's up top, wide. But Lightning with a 2-player advantage. They got to get one here. When you're up 2, you cannot, and that's exactly what you don't want to have happen. You don't want to have them get the ball back and then be able to chuck it down and burn a bunch of time while your 2-player advantage is not being taken advantage of. So now Lightning have to start all the way down at this end. Oregon have one of their players back, so the offsides call is released. Here's Hendrickson up top. Ooh, Gerke thought about it for a moment. Bounces it over to Seehafer, to VM. VM looking for an alley, not there.
Right.
Back to VM. Now he'll take a shot, unsaved. Good hustle by Robbie Seehafer to keep possession for the Lightning. Lightning still a player up. Okay, we'll cycle it back over to Seehafer off the post. Charlie Seehafer ripped a shot from way outside. Drew the iron, but it's going to go out of bounds. Lightning will going to retain possession, but they are back to full strength. So Lightning not able to capitalize on that player advantage. There's another flag down on the Oregon. Looked like as VM was coming across the face of his defender, he might have caught one across the face mask, I believe. Again, not particularly forceful penalty, but certainly there was some contact up top, and they're gonna generally they'll call anything across the neck or the face. So. Oh, and now they're trying to get the restart sorted out. Got a restart in the alley. All right, now they're ready. Seehafer to Seehafer. Charlie gets it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson closed quickly by number 8. Good defense by him. High catch by VM. Ball's loose. And here comes Oregon. K closing ground quickly, forces the ball out of bounds. Oregon up 9-6. Fourth quarter winding down. Hunt will get it to K. K working across the couple. Nice little swim move by him. Gets it to VM. VM dumps it down to Seehafer. Seehafer tries a shot. Nice check by the goalie. Okay, taking a couple pushes. VM looking. He'll take a shot. That one's low and wide. Again, good hustle by Seehafer. Seehafer had to come a little ways to get in position for that one, but he did. So good hustle back there by number 21.
Even match up.
Now we're back to even strength. Good catch by Charlie Seehafer. Takes one in the face. Seehafer with a big shot up top, and he's going to draw another flag. Oof. Okay, so referee's going to try to get a handle of all of this. Number 8 kind of lost his cool a bit, but... All right, so we'll get this sorted out. Number 8 is certainly going to have a seat. I think he's going to get hit for both. Got Seehafer in the face mask. That's the first one. And then we've got an unnecessary roughness call. And
You got it, Black.
I didn't see how many. I didn't see what the time assignments were, but 1 minute and 2 minute, we're thinking. Might be both 2 minute.
It was both 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm getting confirmation here from Ben Jarman's helping me out today, along with Brad Hunt. They're both saying they saw 2 minutes for both penalties, so that's 4 minutes on number 8. You get 5 minutes, you're out of the game, so.
Right.
There's a shot. That one's deflected by the long deep hole. And there's a shot off the post. Another one off the post. Boy, Lightning have had their chances here in this fourth quarter. That's about the 3rd time they've drawn iron. And now Oregon has the loose ball. Good job by number 19 getting that ball out of traffic. We're going to have an in and out call. So it's going to be Lightning ball. He must have stepped into the crease as he was actually probably got checked into the crease, but in any case, he's in and out.
Well, they're not going to call anything unless it's a neck or a mouth.
All right, so Lightning keep the ball. Once that ball comes out of the crease, you can't take it back into the crease. So that was the call there by. Here's VM, works around one, he gets a shot to go. Makes it 9-7. Still alive.
Nice.
Good work by
Shoot right.
Good work by the Lightning, working against that player down defense. A lot of shooting lanes when you got an extra player out there. So 8 will remain on the sidelines. Still in his penalty.
How many did he get locked in?
So Lightning will. Oregon's got 1, 2, or did he, oh, maybe he's released now. Looks like we're back to full strength. So neither penalty was locked in apparently. So it's. And we're going to have 10. That's Zach Adams is going to walk off the field for the Lightning as he got a cross check. That's 2 minutes locked in on him. A lot of pushing, a lot of cross checking going on. And that's going to be the end of our game. So our final score here, 9-7. Oregon defeats the Lightning, 9-7. We will head over quickly to our other game, and we're going to try our regular YouTube link. If that doesn't work, we'll do the same thing here. We'll open up a new link and do it off the phone if we have to. But thanks for joining us.